and just launched his book yesterday about George Yunus Adijondro, another prominent Indonesian activist who was with us for during our struggle for independence. And I'm please give a round of applause to our speakers here with Brigada Barak. To start, I would like to invite everybody to Viva Solidarity Internacional, ya, International Solidarity. Viva Solidaridad Internacional. Okay, so to start, I would like to invite Mão Virgílio to speak first, then follow others. Atuhahu haukarak ho respeito convida Mão Virgílio atu kuliah ulu konaba Timor Leste hanesang nasang no estado ni esforço hodi continua luta ba direitos humanos lihusi direitos humanos niang hanesang PDHJ niaknar hafuin ukunrasikan tempo no fating hawan mereka.
Ya, obrigado a moderadora, para Maranela, mau Atai, mau Aguar, lebih ke hui, para kolega Sirahotu, convidado Sira, kolega Sira husi Indonesia, husi Myanmar, kali gini, husi Australia, husi Raiseluk, lebih ke marca presença ini. Solok mai compartilha Hanoi baru ini agora hanesan provedor de direitos humanos deve ser colher Barakliu quando vai conhecer estado ninia Hanoi ninia esforço atau continua protege direitos humanos, nós esforços aí na Mahalo atualizar, promove direitos humanos. Hoje está dia 30, kita comemora untuk Loron consulta popular ini. Mas di nível internacional ini itu comemoramos Loron ba emasira beke Lakon, Lakon Forsadu. Então hoje nós kita comemora Loron ini. Lebe atuhahu idane hoje kita ada filme itu hatene kata ia processo depois do referendum né estamos atene kata maluk barat mak Lakon minha família itu agora balum heta balum sidau heta balum se continua buka atau buka tuir ne malusira hau oleh postingan kolega Indonesia ida orang aktivista mos uluk pro demokrasia ini kolega naran Francisca Ria Susanti nya orang saya responsável para essa ONG de Indonesia tempo hirak liban yang itu ini ya período kampanye ini postingan ini tahu ya di 30 de Agustu 2013 tina hirak liban ini ya akhirnya bagaimana rasanya kehilangan, tak ada kabar, tak ada jasad. Sementara kau masih yakin ia ada. Masih juga kau tengok setiap tanda yang pernah merekam jejaknya. Lalu perlahan kau hidupkan ia dalam pikir dan batinmu. Mengubah monologmu menjadi dialog. Kau yakin ia pasti pulang meski entah kemana. Ingatan kekal untuk orang-orang yang dipaksa hilang. Francisca Ria Susanti, 30 Agustus 2013. Okay, a brief summary about what I have just described. Speaking now as a ombudsman for human rights and justice, what I will describe is mostly about what's the state policy, state position on continuing to protect and promote human rights in Timor-Leste. And today, beside commemorating the 24th year of popular consultation of what we Timorese, we prefer to call it referendum, we also, in international level, we commemorate to remember those people that were forcibly disappeared, forced disappearance. So I start with reading out a very short posting on Facebook by one comrade in the past. It's our comrade in struggle in Indonesia, pro-democracy activist Francisca Ria Susanti. Now he's leading a NGO in Indonesia on media and election, fair election. So I just read out in Indonesian. I think that I don't need to change that in English, but otherwise it will lose the rhythm, the taste, the poetic taste. Okay, now agora continuo a falar política estadunidense. Onde provedor de direitos humanos, órgão Estado na Beca Hermoso, também artigo 27 da Constituição da República Guiné, o mandato e o momento neva tolo, ira protege direitos humanos, segundo promove boa governação e terceiro combate corrupção. E o mandato tolo, né? E a 2008, 2009 Estado estabelece entidade SELUC, Comissão Anticorrupção, né em primeiro nome, então mandato ida be quando vai combate a corrupção né entrega tia ba CAC PDHG provedor relaho mandato rua proteção de direitos humanos união e promoção boa governação. Mandato ou papel importante do mandato será maka primeiro supervisão, supervisão, fiscalização da política Estado União, da entidade pública será e mos atu ni papel importante atu simu queixa atu alivia cidadão sernia queixa hasoro política, hasoro entidade pública será. Idane makanasan beladehan mandato o kenar ombudsman ini. Kenar seluk maka aconselha governo atu Haktuir nini obrigação internacional sira. Obrigação internacional sira né maka tambah Estado Timor-Leste e requer 2003 foi restaura a independência, lihusi Parlamento Nacional, ratifica Pacto Internacional, ou em inglês por Convenção Internacional Lubuki da Paz Enem. Então, periodicamente, o governo Timor-Leste tem que halar o relatório para Conselho das Nações Unidas. Quando vai, nesse Estado parte, ninha obrigação de pequena halo. Ida parte dessa competência provedor ninha atu halo. E parte selo continua halo promoção, de educação, da formação, a entidade toda maka tem claro e âmbito de atuação né. Governo ou instância e da polícia, a Polícia Nacional Timor-Leste, turma falentil FDTL e depois guarda prisional será. Entidade toda né maka sai nessa teme diretamente nessa parceiro direito, parceiro principal, provedor de direitos humanos indianos. Vai ir todo até desde liderança Dr. Sebastião Ninian, mai irmão Silvério, mai irmã Jesuína, PDHG, retal e a nível internacional, retal acreditação de BQ de activistas, A, status né status A né kata aqui minha goza privilégio lubukida e a Fórum Internacional nessa em Geneva e a Conselho Encontro Direitos Humanos e a Organização de Direitos Humanos em Geneva, a organização Sira Defensor de Direitos Humanos nebe com status A né Sira pele qualia em nome de minha raça Sira la precisa ngumbamba ya estado o emeseru minha micro atu e Sira pele recomenda ou hato crítica para a nação selo minha situação. Então estatuto né dia nebe durante desde 2008 até agora itu continua o estatuto né. Agora também hoje né está comemoramos Loron de masir nebe que Lakon Forsadu ninia e identifica cada convenção ida né tem estado Timor-Leste se dá ratifica. E a recomendação do Bukida, e quando hato relatório se dá unininga e a mecanismo terceiro na Bekatova, e a recomendação se nação sira Timor-Leste atu ratifica, olha quando discute quando ratificação da convenção da proteção MSDB que lá com Forsadu e bairane bahira sai provedor nunca atu haluha ainda na que continua forranoi momento de ba ini a mensagem ainda para provedor matebia insisto minha fortena atu dehan conhecer provedor direitos humanos Timor-Leste coopera com nação Indonésia atu encoraja estado ruane pode hahur atu ratifica convenção internacional com a proteção da emasir nebe que lá com Forsadu e daí sai serviço ida pekerjaan rumah ida ba PDHG atu lao e depois de lei nebe que sai base ba nebe que aprova estatuto provedor indiano e artigo 25 e ba for competência ba provedor de direitos humanos atu recomenda que propõe ba parlamento a ratifica instrumento internacional será nebe agora radau depois da semana ele vai começa o recruta é uma jurista sira, então e a jurista na rua agora na barra muito parceiro identifica ela, busca ela o insato, prepara referência sira, documento sira, tu bele glória para parlamento, pode hahu discutir, propõe o insato, a ratifica convenção com a proteção para a cidade de Lakon. Mais ou menos cidadão, sumário para inglês. The Ombudsman for Human Rights and Justice is a independent state body which was established based on the constitutional mandate, Article 27. Initially with 3 mandates. The first mandate is to protect human rights. The second was, like I said, to promote good governance, and then the third one is to combat corruption. Then in 2008 or 2009, the Anti-Corruption Commission was established, and the boss, the first boss was here. So the role of combating corruption is handed over to the newly established body. So the ombudsman remain with its 2 mandates. The main role is like, because Timor-Leste, this ombudsman, we have like hybrid role. It's quite different in Australia or New Zealand, which was separate. For Human Rights Commission, it's a separate one, and then the ombudsman, they have the separate. But here we have this double role, ombudsman and also Human Rights Commission. In Asia Pacific, only 2 nations which have this kind of hybrid institution. It's Timor-Leste and Samoa. That's why in the mandate of the ombudsman is to one of the role is supervise, the oversight, fiscaliza the policy, the public policy that was not in line with human rights, or what's in line with good practice of governance, and also to accept and to receive complaint from the citizen, and also to propose recommendation to public aids, to government or to parliament on certain on issues related to the development of protection and development of human rights. Since 2004 until now, since the leadership of Dr. Sebastian and then Mount Silverio and Mana Jesuina, Timor-Leste Ombudsman for Human Rights enjoy good, was accredited with A status in the forum of the Global Forum of Human Rights Institution with A status. A status is a status with privilege to speak, in international forum like the UN on its own behalf, and also it can recommend to other nation or state parties or criticize other state parties' human rights situation. So that's the status of A. So B and C, they can speak on their behalf, but they could not criticize other states, state parties. So Timor-Leste have that privilege until now. Possibly next year we'll suppose this year, but we were informed that it will be next year to have this re-accreditation. So we will submit our submission for the accreditation will be next year. And now, since one of the role is to advise our government to fulfill its international obligations. Like I say that in 2003, Timor-Leste has ratified mostly, 6 or 7 international conventions. So mostly the main UN conventions were ratified. CEDAW, Convention on Political Civil Rights, Convention on the Rights of Migrant Workers, Convention on Combating Racial Discrimination. We ratified not just the convention, but all the optional protocol. That was, the difference, because other countries they only ratify the convention, but the optional protocol, because it's optional, they can ratify or not. And for Timor-Leste, the difference is that we ratify all the optional protocol. So we have more than 200 or 300 recommendations from other countries what we're supposed to do. And one of the recommendations is to ratify the Convention on Protection for the people for forced disappearance. And talking about the forced disappearance, I want to remember one of our good friend, good activist, leading activist, the late Agustu, who came to me in my early days as a provedor to communicate with me that Timor-Leste and Indonesia should cooperate to encourage respective states, Indonesia and Timor-Leste, to ratify this convention. Because according to Agustu, was his argument that we can force Indonesia to, to identify our people that were, disappeared during the war if we don't have an international legal basis. And one of the international instruments that can become the legal basis is this convention on forced disappearance. So when I communicate with the chairperson of Indonesian Komnas HAM, Ms. Adnike, she informed that in Indonesia the draft is already in the parliament. So the draft on this convention to be ratified, the submission is already in the parliament. Then when I read the law that approved the status of Timor-Leste Ombudsman, I found that an article in Article 25th provide the competence to provedor to propose to the parliament to ratify any convention or international instrument that is relevant to human rights protection. So I think we just finished our recruitment for our legal advisor, one more legal advisor last week. So we hope that in coming weeks and months, we will ask our legal advisors to prepare the documents so we can submit to a parliament to discuss about the ratification of this convention on forced disappearance. We are planning also one of my deputy now he is in Indonesia. He have some appointment with the Indonesian Komnas HAM chairperson tomorrow to discuss the possibility to sign a MOU on to discuss the possibility of collectively campaign for human rights. And one issue that we include in that is that the protection of human rights for the people in the border. So because we already ratified the Convention on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, so that rights that we need to encourage the states, because Indonesia is our neighbor, we need to work together to guarantee the right of the people of our community that who live in the along the border. I think that's what I can share. I don't know if there's some session for comments or asking, and then I will happy to answer some question that will make address to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Loron. And I now want to invite Mana Nela to say a few words. 10 minutes, Mana. Sorry, it's taking a little bit longer because of the translation, and yeah, we hope that we will make it briefly.
Andiak, obrigada. Okay. Obrigada. Boa noite. Good evening for everyone coming from other countries. Welcome, and we feel very appreciated because you come together with us tonight. Yeah, we see that many of them, yeah, too many compared with Timorese also here, because yeah, we think that this is very important celebration day that's supposed as a celebration, popular celebration for East Timorese people, particularly for all the people in Timor-Leste, but unfortunately we just celebrated in some parts, in some places, and even though we have a holiday, but maybe many of Timorese just stay at home just to take rest. But I think you see the film, this is like a victory of people, how they can come bravely go to election, and even though just like in a race, but yeah, this is 24 years ago that people feel this is the last change to struggle or to determine our victory, our objective to get independence. And maybe before, because, sorry, just to talk that my organization working mainly for the right of the victims for the past conflict for 1974 until 1999. Yeah. Before, I just want to quote one survivor that her husband died 24 years ago, the same day. He's polling staff, and from Ermerat Sabe, he was stopped by the militia after after finish the vote, and like as a polling staff, they have to pick all the boxes, and he was stopped there, and he died after he was stopped by the militia. Yeah, yeah, killed. And after 4 hours, he died. And the woman is a wife of this man. Like he was very sad at the time, and but as she can pass all the bitter situation, and then now she's very strong and also help to organize another women. And one she also get pension from UN from her husband. And in 2017 he got a medallion award from Sergio de Mello. It's like for $10,000 at 1,000, human rights award, $10,000. And she said like this pension is very important and give me strength. I feel happy, but after 20 years, because he got this pension some years ago, and she said that I feel happy. After 20 years, we gain the victory, but I'm still not get justice because